Hey, hello. This is for the love of dogs and Breyer horses. I'm Raymay.
I'm Ash.
And this is Sai, River, and Musu,
And Dave.
who has not moved for the last, 40 minutes. Tequila is down here. I don't know if you can see him or not. Sometimes his head pokes up behind the table.
Mm-hmm.
And Cinch just
Died somewhere over there in the corner.
So, today I'm going to be opening up the horses that I got for Christmas. This is my Christmas haul video. I'm not going to open all of them. I got the Christmas horse. Snowbird. This is on the new Morgan mold. What do they call this? Is it
Morgan Stallion.
Is it Morgan Stallion?
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that Ansel was on from 21 Firefest. And then they did the raffle model Lederhosen, on him for Firefest last year. So I don't. Oh, and they did Native Morgan Son.
Morgan Quest Native Son.
Morgan Quest Native Son. On him for a regular run.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I got Native Quests for Pipsqueak for Christmas. And then I got this one. As far as Christmas horses go, I mean, he's okay. He's not like wow like some of the other ones I've seen. In terms of his outfit, he kind of reminds me of the one they did the Shire on. It's not like super awesome. I do like the blue on him, and I like the coloring on him, but he's okay. I don't know. What do you guys think of him compared to some of the other Christmas horses? Comment in the box below. Let me know. And did anybody else get any of the Christmas holiday line there? I did manage to find the little stirrup ornament too before Christmas. I bought this one for myself, so it's kind of a neat Christmas. But it was 40% off at Family Farm and Home Store, so I was like, I'll go ahead and buy that. So that was kind of nice. I would have liked to have seen this carousel ornament one, but I don't remember seeing that at any of the stores we went to.
I would like to have found this one too.
Just talking about the Santa on
the Rainer.
Yeah. Which is kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
And I know. Did you bring that with you?
I did not.
That was one thing you could have got. I got Ash the snow globe for this year that has little foxes in it because she really likes foxes. So, but yeah, I'm not gonna open these ones just because I like to eat the Christmas horses in the boxes. If I found more, which I won't go into, but if I had another one, I might unbox it. But I only have the one, so this one stays in the box. I'm just gonna go down here with the rest of my Christmas horses on the bottom shelf, so that Tequila can knock it over with his butt when he turns around. Okay, but I ended up getting four traditional sized Breyers this year for Christmas. And Snowbird was the first. I also got Ashton and Jolene, which are the other two TSC exclusive horses. Neither one of us even saw the blue FFA horse at any of the Tractor Supplies that we went to.
No.
Either before Christmas or after. So I don't know if they just had a supply chain issue in our area or if they just didn't make that many. But yeah, we checked a lot of stores and we didn't see them once.
No.
And then the fourth one I got was Chocolatey, the Appaloosa Stallion. So I'm going to open the TSC ones first, and then we'll get back to Chocolatey. So it was the Pinto. Was that the other TSC one over there? Next to Zip and Black Magic?
Yeah.
Okay, what was that one's name? Do you remember?
Max, I believe, is his name.
Max?
I think so.
I don't remember. Anyways, I have a video on the other TSC exclusive that I opened earlier this year, and I'll put a link to that one in the video below, or in the description below. Hopefully I remember that when I edit. But I do have all 3 of the exclusives that they did. This one is... Whoop. Oh, I know. How dare I hit you with an empty box. Jolene on... This is one of your favorite molds. Lady Phase. This is one of Ash's favorite molds. Does anybody else really like this mold? Because she seems to be quite popular.
Mm-hmm.
I would read the box, but I think we'd be here forever if I did that, so I'm not going to. Look at her zoomed in. And new year, and I finally found some different wire cutters since I seem to have lost the other pair that we had. I do some spring cleaning in here when it gets a little warmer out. I'll find them. Mm-hmm. These actually seem to be working quite well.
Now that you said that, you're going to lose them. So.
Well, these ones are long enough. I probably could have done. Probably could have just undid them. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was much quicker with wire cutters. Okay, so she's a done, right?
She's a Donalino.
Donalino. I wondered if she was in Donalino. Not as up on the colors as Ash is. But I know with the dorsal stripe and the leg barring, a lot of times they're duns.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the definition of the Donalinos?
Donalino is a Palomino with a dun gene.
Alright, so they tend to be more Palomino-ish on the scale of duns?
Yeah, they should.
So they should be a little more golden than the dunnish side.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know, how would you color, how would you describe the dun color? It's more like a tan.
Well, just a bay dun generally look fairly bay in color, but they look slightly diluted, and then you'll see the prominent
Dorsal stripe.
and generally leg barring that are characteristics of the dun gene. So comparing them next to a regular bay, you know, there are some very light bays out there that you really wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But if you put them next to a slightly darker bay, you know, a lot of times you can see where they're a little more faded looking.
And then also with the Donalinos, is that also why her mane is more pale than a dun? Because normally duns have black mane and tail, don't they?
Yes, but because she's a Palomino, and Palominos generally have light or white
then
manes and tails, then
that's what qualifies her as a Dunalino.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she is a Palomino, but with the Dun gene.
Gotcha. I won't ever remember that.
I
But yeah, I do like the color on her. It's like, I would say almost a perfect mixture between Palomino and Dun, color wise. I like the leg barring. I do wish she would have had like a soccer star. You know, I like markings on my models, though I will say she's got like, is that how the mold is? Or is mine just funky?
Yeah.
She got like this flat spot right here.
Yeah, and they've changed the mold a little bit since the old ones, to put a new tail and stuff on them. So
I'll have to see what I have in the lady face. I'm not sure what I have in the lady face.
I can't remember if the
Truly
old ones.
Unsurpassed?
Truly Unsurpassed is one, yeah.
Uh,
I can't remember if the old ones have that flat spot or not.
lady face falls here. On some glory, so there she is.
Mm-hmm.
She might be the one I have on that wall. So yeah, I'll compare her to Truly Unsurpassed, which is up there. But yeah, tell me what you think of the lady face mold. What you think of the Jolene and her little flat spot on the top, and the color. Alright, so next we have Ashton. And Ash and I have been discussing him. I'm assuming it's him.
Should be.
About how people have said that he's had a kind of a greenish tint to his coat. Which, or greenish pallor. I don't think this one does.
No, that one doesn't look too bad though. When I went in to buy mine, a few of them did have. It was very noticeable. I was like, oh, that is definitely what people were talking about.
So, luckily we were able to find one that does not. It's actually kind of surprised. It doesn't seem like these guys were as hard to find this year as they were the year before. Like the TSC Exclusives.
Definitely.
It seems like,
which in years past they haven't been as hard to find either. So I think a lot of last year was the supply chain issues. The Christmas horse was kind of hard to find again this year.
yeah.
Just like the last couple of years. Whereas before that, they used to have them left after Christmas. But now, apparently they've really gained popularity in the last few years.
Well, I think the hobby has gotten bigger and that there's more people in it and buying than there used to be. We live in a fairly rural area, and like
the fact that people come in and buy them out
as
soon as they come in is interesting. But there are probably a lot of people that's the only ones they collect.
Well, especially in our area.
Christmas.
In our area, it's the only ones that come in, unless you order online.
Right.
You know, and for a lot of parents buying for kids that don't like to shop online, there are those out there. Alright, this is the Loping Quarter Horse. And I quite like this guy. I think Ashton is a strange name for a guy. And he's a guy. But, you know. I do like the horseshoes that they have on this mold. I don't know why. But I do. They're neat. They're very silver. So, as far as his color goes, I see he's got leg barring too, so.
Yeah. Which
is not always indicative of a dun gene.
No.
But I do like it. It makes him stand out, and he's got some dappling on his neck going on. Some light dapples. Which I'm surprised they didn't put it on his haunches too, but he doesn't have any dappling on his haunches. Just around his neck.
Every horse is different in their dappling and not dappling. So grays differ from year to year even.
I will say there was a lot of people too also commenting on the seam on his face.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say this one's not too bad.
Yeah, not as bad as some of them.
Yeah, because I did see that. There were some that had a really prominent, like, seam. It comes up around this eye and comes down. It looked really funky. But all in all, I'm happy with this guy. I have 2 or 3 on this mold now. He might be the 4th or 5th. I'm not sure. But I'll do a couple of comparison with him next to his buddy. Alright, and last, we have,
but not least,
yes, Chocolatey, the Appaloosa Stallion. And he was the only other regular one that I saw at TSC, other than their exclusives that they got in. And I only saw him there the one time.
Yeah, so most of the time when I went in, they didn't have anything except
The exclusives, yeah.
And then, you know, the stablemates and...
So he was kind of a surprise. I love me some Appaloosa Zappies. They're my favorite. They were probably the first horse breed I ever fell in love with. And I'm especially partial to the spotted butt ones, the blankets. But yes, tell me in the comments below, what's your favorite horse breed? And if you found any models that you really like in your breed. I don't know. Do you have one favorite horse breed?
I have several.
I was gonna say, I know you like several, but is there one that, like, you would say is your top? Like, I like Arabs, but I would pick Appaloosa over Arabs.
Appaloosas have always been one of the top for me. I even had an Appaloosa, so.
Yes, I remember. You tried to buck me off.
He didn't buck very high, so he was old.
That was him trying to buck me off.
I know.
That was his old man, get the crap off my back. Okay. But would you say Abby's is your top then?
Probably, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have picked Abby's as your top.
No?
No.
Appaloosas have been one of my loves from the time that I was little. So.
Oh, look at his little stripey there. He's got one there too.
Lightning marks.
Oh, he got one on this side too. Alright, so this is Chocolatey, and he's a portrait model, is he not?
Yes.
Brown right around his butt, so his tail all chestnut. What mold is this?
Roxy.
Roxy. Is Roxy a girl normally?
The original one was.
Oh, he's
I believe, yeah.
not a girl. So they have made him anatomically correct. But yes, I definitely love. Oh, look at his face. He's got the little marks on his face.
Yep.
I love this. He's got like modeling around his eyes and his mouth. It's really neat. We didn't see Chocolatey at the press, did we? We saw one that looked similar, but I don't think it was Chocolatey.
Yeah, I don't think we were trying to figure out who it was, and it wasn't him.
So, but yes, I really like him. I don't think I have anybody on the Roxy mold, actually.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
I don't. They had, what was it, Natasha from Briarcrest? Was it her on Roxy?
No, Natasha's the Arab.
Or, yeah. What was the one on Roxy?
Diana.
Diana. Which I didn't get because the one they showed had the braid mane, and that ended up being the main
Split mane.
braid split, and I just never spent the secondhand money to buy one. And I don't think I have another one.
I figured you had something.
I don't think I do. Let's see.
I know I've got a couple on this mold.
Yeah, I know you do, but I don't think I do.
First one I ever got on this mold was Bet Your Blue Boons.
I think that's the one I have on my list for what I want on this mold. But Chocolatey might have beaten her out. Or him out.
Bet Your Blue Boons was a mare.
Yeah.
So.
Just because he's nappy. So anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have one on this mold. And I always get this one confused with the one that Zipped and Black Magic's on. Zippo Pine Bar. I always get those two confused. I don't know why.
Definitely different molds though.
Yes.
Walking, cantering.
But they're both equally stretched out, and I don't know why, but in my brain, that's how there's this manager at work, and her name is Nikki, and my brain has just decided that her name is Jamie, and I don't know how many times I've called this woman Jamie, and nobody knows who the hell I'm talking about, but yeah, that's just how my brain works. It clicks, and then it stays that way. So, yeah. But yeah, these are the 3 and 4 models that I got for Christmas. Did anybody else get Breyers for Christmas? Let us know in the comments. Ash got a Breyer for Christmas because I bought it for her. Which one did I get for you?
Ezra.
Yeah.
Battlefield Angel.
Yep. So, I hope you guys had a Breyer Christmas like I did. And, I mean, I knew which ones I was getting because I picked them out, but it still counts. My dad made me wait. So, yeah. I'll do close-ups and comparisons of these in the end. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!